welcome back to another episode of the People's Liberatory Worlds, and you may notice that currently things are looking a lot differently. That's because this option here of Union's map mode has been disabled, and that's what it normally looks like with it enabled. So as you can see, there's a major difference. Anyway, so where we last left off, we were starting off with the galactic community, and we were trying to manage all of the disgusting growth that's going to occur here. Ooh, we also got this very early on in today's episode apparently. So this is Baron Victor Yaradin, a renowned paragon who is a commander with the Strategist Council tree. They're a military overseer, which isn't the best for my type of playthrough. They're a fleet organizer, an artillerist, which is good depending on their fleet, and then melancholic, which reduces his leader lifespan, which means that he'd only be living for 70 years. Personally, I'm probably not going to take him because we already have 2 admirals and his services are not required. And we have just received some refugees fleeing from the Star Dynasty. Yikes. So we've got some refugees of Mitron and Von Ocken descent trying to flee from the Star Dynasty because I'm assuming they are slavers. Yeah, they're slavers. They are probably fleeing for the correct area in the galaxy. So we got some Mitron, and we got some Von Ocken, who are necrophages. Oh wow. That's definitely not unique as we look up to our neighbors here. No, wrong one. As we look up to our neighbors here. And more rebels. Damn it. God damn it. And the rebels have just declared their independence. At least it's these lower sections this time, which means that it's going to be a somewhat easier fight. So let's not beat around the bush here, and let's just send our admirals straight into the fight. And it appears that the Respublica Romana would like a non-aggression pact, which I'm 100% agreeing with, because sure, they're not egalitarian xenophiles, but they're certainly not evil slavers like the Star Dynasty over here. And the fight shall begin.
Engaging enemy station.
I'm pretty sure we won. Yeah, we did. So I'm going to get you to attack that first. We only lost 1 Corvette. That's good. Very good, actually. Also, based on what viewers are currently watching and such, we're going to be doing a lot more Stellaris in the future. I'm probably going to be playing a lot more with friends in the future because I just enjoy playing Paradox games with friends. It's just very fun for me, and I hope that you all recognize that that's probably going to be a major change on the channel. And we have just finished our genetics tree, which means that we've just got 2 more gene modification points and a nifty new ascension perk, which means that I'm probably going to end up picking, say, Defenders of the Galaxy, or say, Galactic Contenders, or maybe, say, Voidborn. Then again, I think I can pick Voidborn at a later date. I think that would be fine. Yeah, I'm going to end up picking up Voidborn at a later date, and we shall be the Defenders of the Galaxy. And this should be the very last engagement of the entire war.
Construction complete.
Hopefully, at least. This should be the very last engagement, because now we've only got, I think, one system to take. Which means that we can just land our armies on Arpore again. And we've got the birth of space piracy. In a very terrible location as well.
Deploying Liberation forces.
And we've started the invasion of Arpore for
Colony
the
conquered.
probably 20th time in the series. I'm aware that is a over-exaggeration, but it's an extreme amount of time. And our Prime Minister, who was the age of 74, has just died. Which has now also caused an election to take place. I would much prefer, say... Oh, I don't know. Maybe like you. But you're very low on the list. And I don't think I'd be able to get you even if I increased your support. Which means one of our admirals, which actually I don't want one of my admirals gaining... Yeah, no. I would much prefer the head of research. Because then we don't have an admiral leaving the fleets. Anyway, so the death of a great leader, we shall let the masses mourn. A fitting send-off, if I could even say things before other things occurred. Gone native. Oh, okay, so essentially, this guy has decided that authoritarianism is better than egalitarianism. If he stays in his current position, I will be angering the Full Enfranchisement Foundation, which is how we gain most of our unity from parties. But it is the correct thing for the Empire to do. And we have elected the previous head of science, which is, in my honest opinion, the best thing to do. Oh my god! Bubbles! Okay, so if none of you recognize what just happened, we've got a lost amoeba following one of our science ships who we need to name Bubbles. You'll see what happens in a moment. But we just need to name this Bubbles. There is no going around it. It is Bubbles, and if you say anything else, you are a monster, you are a sinner, there is nothing else. It has to be Bubbles. And as you can see, fully fledged, which is the adoptee, Bubbles. There is no other option. It is Bubbles.
Engaging enemy fleet.
If you name Bubbles anything else, you're a monster and you need to be just absolutely thrown out of an airlock.
Engaging enemy station.
We have just found the Dacha system, I think. Right? Yes. That is alluding to the Dacha system, which is actually a very powerful system. If you don't try to fuck around and find out. and we can select a new tradition. I think this time we're going to go down politics, because these bonuses right here are very good. And the Varian entity has just converted to a protectorate because of how goddamn large our economy is. That... well, no, not economy, technology, I mean. And if we look here, we are the second most powerful empire in the game, and we're probably going to end up winning after we decide to kick in the teeth of the fallen empire here later on in the game to get that sweet, sweet technology. And that's not particularly great. The 00 Onan hub has just grabbed themselves a little pet, which I don't like. And now the galaxy is formed into kind of 4 different main power blocks. There's the People's Liberatory Worlds up here in the north. There's the Respublica Romana down here in the south. There's the Star Dynasty here in the very west of the galaxy. And then in the northwest part, there's the 00 Onan hub, which is a machine empire. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you all Bubbles. Here's Bubbles.
Spaceborne life form
Bubbles
encountered.
is a very cute monster of the galaxy. And we've also got another renowned paragon. Yeah, goodbye.
Special project complete.
And we have just found the Cybrex home system. Cybrex Alpha. Contact the nearest science ship, which would happen to be you, sir. And we also managed to get the entire system all to ourselves, which is very rare. Now also, we did just get the galactic market in Zroll, right near Diver. So that's a very good luck for us, because now our market cost, if I can do it properly, is only 20% instead of 30%. It's a significant reduction.
Special project complete.
And we've just finished the main Cybrex system, the Cybrex Central Nexus. It would seem that the Cybrex re-evaluated their galactic crusade against organic life at some point during its 17th year. Whether this change was prompted by losses on the battlefield or an ideological shift in their networked consensus, we may never know. But for whatever reason, the Cybrex decided to halt their campaign. They began a slow withdrawal that lasted for nearly a century, until they eventually vanished completely. We now know that they retreated to this system, where they had constructed a massive ring world designed to house their entire civilization. They isolated themselves here for several millennia, until an independent explorer chanced upon their system and spread its location to the rest of the galaxy. The news that the dreaded Cybrex had been found again prompted several neighboring powers to organize a massive military expedition, which bombarded the Cybrex ringworld into rubble. Strangely, the Cybrex seemed to have offered no resistance whatsoever. Fascinating. We do end the Cybrex home system event chain, but we do get the Cybrex Warforge, which, as you shall see, is massively powerful. However, I'm going to first press that one and delve into the secrets of the Cybrex, because it's a very good event chain.
Special project complete.
and the secrets of the Cybrex, which, if you glean down here for a mere moment, you will see gives us the research option of Mega Engineering, and also the modifier of Secrets of the Cybrex, which increases our megastructure build speed. That is the main reason to why the Cybrex are so goddamn good. And the Reliceth Raiders have allowed us to now start buying mercenaries from them. Well, that's not the mid-game crisis I was expecting. That's also not a crisis. So, wait, is that Sanctuary? Oh my god, that's Sanctuary. Okay, we have Sanctuary. We have many different ring worlds. Okay, this start has actually been more perfect than I've ever thought. Why is it that whenever we try to focus our attention somewhere else, Arpore just thinks, oh yeah, it's rebellion time. So, in next episode, we're probably going to be dealing with the Arpore rebels, which, at some point, I'm just going to need to straight up integrate you guys.
Construction complete.
In fact, I'm just going to... Ah, shoot, I don't have the influence.
Discovered.
Damn it! Well, next episode will probably be a longer than normal episode, as I'm wanting to try to prevent all of these uprisings, because they're not good. And hey look, there's the uprising. I don't like these uprisings, because just straight up, they are bad for everything that we try to do. No Panarians, I cannot do that. I need you to just straight up...
They will not infringe upon our
I
rights.
can't allow this, Venerians. You just need to straight up die. I am so sorry. Venerians, I mean Panarians. Same diff. So, in next episode, we will all be
Technology
watching
discovered.
as the Panarians are murdered senselessly, and we will hopefully integrate the Veran entity. Why do I keep calling these guys the Venerian? No, it's the Veran. Okay. The amount of times they've probably said their wrong name is probably astounding at this point. As I was saying though, so this will probably be the end of today's episode. I hope you all have enjoyed pretty colors like that.
Special
But
project
no,
complete.
I hope you all have enjoyed the series so far. I've noticed that it gets a lot more attention than my
Engaging
other
enemy station.
content, and I just find it very fun to play.
Technology
So I
discovered.
hope that on some carnal level that you all like, subscribe, all that fun schnazzy stuff that other YouTubers say. And yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed the series so far, and peace.